did some bidding, who won some teams. This is Ivan. Hey, Brian, you won the Dodgers, didn't you? I'm getting set up here. I'm always a little all over the place when I'm getting set up. Give me just a minute here, and I will... Oh, this is weird. That doesn't exist now. How does that button work? Did I not update my own app? Oh, there we go. Pac-Man, what's going on? Oh, that's cool. Hey, stud, how are you? I'm well, Brian, thank you. I got to pull up the Twitter feed up here so I can make sure that I'm watching on Twitter. So if you're watching on Twitter, make sure that you go over to MidwestBoxBreaks.net. You can log in with your district username, and you can watch and comment there. If you won multiple teams, I know like Phil actually messaged me about this already. Yeah, there is, the shipping is charged. It's not separated or it's not stacked properly. That's just what happens with the you know what it's called, the team districts. Sorry, that looks like somebody had a failed payment, so I'm just double checking on that. I should have done all this while I was putting the kids to bed. This is why Ben is the pro. This is why Ben is the pro. That said, I do have a lid on my water, so that's at least one thing. And where's my box cutter? All right. Hold on, honey. Let me get my box cutter. So I was just telling you all that I charged too much for shipping on those multiple spots. Don't worry, I will refund any overages. There's no one whose shipping should be over $5 total, so don't worry about that. Like one shipping charge, the progressive system doesn't work across the different communities. So, all right, so I've got my 8 holiday boxes here. I didn't advertise this, but this was a single order of 8 from my Fanatics. My sound is down playing cards. Sorry, don't worry about that. The last thing I need is anyone listening to me. So these are let me get the camera set up here. So these are actually all from a Fanatics direct order, my mega boxes here. So I don't know if that'll make them better or worse. I have no idea. I am going to go, the last thing I have to do is open the chat on my desktop so that I can pay a little bit better attention. Oh, and I also need to go share this to my Twitter. All right, so while I rip this, hey, let's have a little life chat. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? How was everybody's Thanksgiving? How's everybody's family? If you have kids, are you as stressed right now as I am? So this year, I was going to skip our family, our yearly tradition, Sigma, what the Riz, as my children would say. I was going to skip the tradition that we instilled in our kids, which is buying them. There we go. Get a little more light in here. Get that up higher. Buying them Lego advent calendars because they have way too much Lego, and they have. I actually bought them a giant Lego set back in June that they have not yet finished. So after years of them doing Lego sets, this one has been sitting incomplete for 4 months now, 5 months. And so I said, no more Lego sets. Well, there's ornaments in these. All right, so the very first ornament goes to Brian with the Dodgers. Nice. Only Boston out here on the Christmas tree farm. Are you chopping down, or you helping work? Either one of those sounds fun if you have some hot chocolate or other beverages to imbibe. Connor Gale, don't we all? So, anyways, long story long, they decided today that they were going to at least catch up on the bag with the missing parts and work their butts off to get caught up because they want Lego advent calendars. Well, I didn't buy them. And if you try to go buy a Lego advent calendar on November 30th, what the Sigma with these packs? There we go. Really hard to find them. So the Star Wars ones are all sold out everywhere, even though they were at Costco for $29 for forever. And I kept passing them because my kids did not earn them. Gosh, these packs are really unpleasant. This is the first time in history, people are like, someone's opening my packs for me. What? Well, yes, I would actually pay someone to open these packs for me right now. Oh, that's cool, Scott. Oh my gosh, what is going on with these? So anyways, they only had the Marvel or the Disney Princesses ones. And not that we would mandate that, but my kids did not want the Disney Princesses ones. Not that we wouldn't let them if they did. No BBG Finder. Ay, ay, ay. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you come to MidwestBoxBreaks.com or MidwestBoxBreaks.net and watch over here. Oh my God, this is going to be the longest freaking rip ever. What is going on with these Topps holiday packs? Oh my gosh. It's a good thing this is only 8 boxes. Midnight, you missed a Mookie Betts. You missed a Mookie Betts ornament, and that's it. Because my goodness, these boxes are impossible to rip. These packs. These are. What is Topps doing? What's the deal with the packs? I was trying to tell a story, and I literally can't tell a story and rip these packs at the same time. Good. Good, because he didn't miss much. So hey, while I continue to struggle with the very last pack, tell me what teams you got. The only one that I know is BG Hollywood got the Dodgers. And I know that Phil got multiple teams, but I didn't even get to catch which teams they were. Oh my goodness. If it's going to be like that every single mega box, we are in for it. Todd got the Reds. Midnight got the Royals. Guardians went to DJC. Shaw got the Cubs. Nice. Extra glue, man. Jay Cross got the Twins. Okay, so I'm going to have to look a little bit closely at these because I am not a pro breaker. Melendez, Blaze Alexander, Austin Riley, Jimenez. There you go, our very first parallel. Now, I've seen Ben fly through these, or the silver's just like the next level parallel. Like, it's not like crazy great. But there we go for the Rangers. Wyatt Langford rookie card. Graham Pauley, Evan Carter. I will say the nice thing about these, the checklist is so small. There's a Marte rookie card. The checklist is nice and small, so we have a pretty good chance of hitting. There's Mike Trout, the oft maligned, much debated Mike Trout. Cole Reagans, Mason Wynn. So we should at least hit the good names going through the first time. Ooh, looks like we have something of color. We have a blue for the Kansas City Royals. MJ Melendez foil. Blue is not numbered, but it is sparkly. Look at Trout's bat. Oh my goodness, was Trout a something special after my joke today? Where was he? Trout's bat does that look like, is that a candy cane or is that just a bat? 141, 141. Same number on the back as the one before it. Variations are usually upside down. That doesn't help when the breaker puts the packs all in different order. The whole pack is upside down. Jordan Lawler. We got a Lindor. Garrett Cole, Jason Dominguez, Brenton Doyle, Joey Loperfido. He's got a Santa hat. That's probably something, right? What's the most rare of the variations? All that to say, I actually really like this design versus past years. This is pretty fun, I think. The fact that it's like overloaded holiday-wise. Like you can't miss. Oh, we got a relic for the Houston Astros. Jose Altuve. See if it fits a standard sleeve. It doesn't, so I'll have to get my relic sleeves, which I think are across the room. But there we go. Jose Altuve got a little bit of striping on that relic, so it's not a full napkin. There we go. Congrats to the Houston Astros. Little Elf. It was close. Good call. Little Elf? What do you mean, Little Elf? What did I miss with the Little Elf? Jack Leiter, Vlad Guerrero, Gunnar, Matt McLean, Henry Davis. All right, so box one, 2 Jackson Holidays in box one, and there's a Jackson Merrill. No Skeens, no Ellie, but we got Dominguez, 2 Jackson Holidays, a Jackson Merrill, an Altuve relic, and a Wyatt Langford silver. Oh, the rarest variation has a Little Elf. Sorry, I asked a question and then I already went on past the answer. All right, there we go. Bobby Witt Jr. for Midnight, right? Was it Midnight that had the Royals? Was Marte a Little Elf variation? Did I just miss that? Oh, okay. Thanks, Todd. It was a Marte joke. I gotcha. I will take it. All right, so just again, if you're watching on Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, check out that link on the screen. Head to MidwestBoxBreaks.net. If you go there and you have not been there yet and you make a purchase, use the code DISTRICT5 to get $5 off your first purchase of anything, $10 or more. But it's really cool. It's a network, a platform made by Midwest Box Breaks. There's live streams, there's single sales, there's breaks. I think Brandon is actually live right now. Oh, also, I don't know if you all saw when you were bidding, we have a new breaker. He is a friend of mine and someone that I've broken with outside of here before. His name is Bat Flip Breaks. He's one of the most knowledgeable baseball guys that I know. Dude's an engineer in the daytime and runs a baseball podcast called Bat Flip Podcast. And we were building the break and he was able to like tell me where I was at alphabetically based on the team nickname, even though I was going by nickname, not like by city order, but I was saying the nicknames. So, yeah, Brian, you've broken with him before. Great guy. So he is doing the same thing that I just did, where he's got a break listed at auction in the team districts. So make sure that you go check those out. I think it's Wednesday night is when they end. But so a nice little micro break, one of these that's hopefully not too expensive, just kind of fun to get in, have a little fun, do something on a night that bends off. Hey, look at that. We were talking about not having any Ellie in the last box. Well, first card, this box is an Ellie. So good on the Reds. Yeah, look, a whole different set of collation, it seems. So that's good. That's good to see because that was the one thing I was afraid of. Wyatt Langford Relic was terrible. Look at that, Skeens. So I think we've hit pretty much every good rookie. So speaking of terrible collation, now we're back on the same run that we actually started the last box with. But if we go all the way through the collation circle, that is fine. There's only 200 cards in the base set, so it would be expected that we would have some dupes. There's another Mike Trout that does not seem to be a relic, Little Elf. Tigers, Parker Meadows with the silver. Bobby Witt Jr. Why do I feel like I saw something somewhere? Oh, because that snowflake was on his glove. Pete Crow Armstrong again. I don't believe so. I just think that there's a need for a few more people being active over here. And so it's just a nice little fit, especially with the size of the breaks that he runs. I think it's just a fun way for him to expand and also help out. Sorry, I'm pausing on this. I don't think I've seen Eloy Jimenez in an Orioles uniform yet, so that was just kind of a bit of a shock to me. And there's a deep drive to Nick Castellanos. Jay Linos. Jackson Churio. So that's a name that we haven't seen yet, but now we have. Josh Jung. So yeah, just a little bit more of the checklist that we haven't run into. Canario. Glaber. You guys will yell at me if you see a little elf, right? Junior Caminero. All right, so got through 2. All right, we are cooking. I am not going to make it to the grocery store that closes at 11 tonight. Which is probably good. I was going to go there for junk food. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Good to see you over here. Welcome. All right, so we have Jackson Holiday for our next Christmas ornament. I'm doing great, man. Just excited about life. Yeah, I think I think there's a very interesting trend that we are seeing. Getting back to Bat Flip, I think doing some stuff here, which is with the way that box prices are going. Yeah, we actually got snow today. Yeah, good timing. With the trend that box prices are going, it's getting harder and harder to be a really small community in sports cards. Just in general, hard to make it sustainable. And so that's something that I think is really, really cool that Ben has built, is how incredible this community is and this platform. I mean, there's other platforms from larger creators that have literally failed, and they had public numbers, and it's like you guys and your activity and your membership is just trouncing them. So I think it just makes sense for someone really good like Hank, Batfoot Podcast, to come and, like I said, fill a gap with when Ben's at hockey or when Ben can't do stuff and Brandon's also busy. Or so yeah, you guys, you've really built something super special here. I love the fact that just what I see from everybody, and even like 2 weeks ago when we were all like discussing like, hey, what is this going to look like? What are the pros? What are the cons? I think what you have is really special, and I think it's incredible, and it's really fulfilling sort of the vision that I first had when I first met the district founders, and why Christian Encarnacion Strand, Kyle Schwarber, why I immediately wanted the chance to be part of growing district, the company, because I saw the potential for communities to do exactly what MBB has done. So Brent Rooker. So this Thanksgiving, I am grateful for all of you. Noelve Marte Silver. Another Skeens. So I know I'm going a little quick. Oh, hey, Dominguez silver. The thing you don't get necessarily on the thingy on the camera is that these silver have like the sparkles are sort of like embedded. It's textured. It's really fun to lightly, I'll just say lightly, I'm not going to fondle them, but lightly brush your finger across. Ellie Dela Cruz. Do we see any elves or candy canes on there? No. Dang it. Oh, there we go. There's a parallel. Mason Wynn. There's an obvious parallel and on a good name. Congrats to the Cardinals spot. It's hard for me to root for them, but I am glad they hit something. I want to see everybody succeed. That's for sure. Aaron Judge, Austin Martin, eye black parallel? No. Just the way the eye black was that day. Alex Bregman, silver. Goldschmidt, Corey Seager, Jordan Wicks. I will say this little bit up here, I keep thinking that it says 1 of 1 as I'm going over these fast. It's a little bit silly how much it feels in person like it says 1 of 1 when you're flipping through them. Alcantara, that one was worth noting. I think that might be our first Kierstad. So that said, who has questions for me? Ohtani, it's our first Ohtani, and Gunnar Henderson for the relic. That's pretty cool. That's fun. I didn't notice on the other ones the relic looks like a Christmas ornament. Lawrence Butler. Oh, cool. Thanks, Trader Blue. That's very helpful on the HE card number. All right, so I have a stack here, so I'm going to go move this to my sorting trays real fast, and then we'll get box number 4 up there. Because I don't have a big office long break table like Ben has. I've got a little desk that's already covered in cards. Oh, that's fun. Congrats, Trader Blue. Trader Blue, you got to come on over to the actual link. I see you're watching on YouTube. You got to come to MidwestBoxBreaks.net and check out the platform that this is streaming from. There we go. Junior Caminero for the relic card. If you haven't been over, it's pretty fun. Yep, we do. We do, Scotty. Brian, I should invite you on. Or Scotty, do you want to come on? I know you're in the middle of working. Do you want to join us live? Have you seen how that works yet? Hey, that one opened easily. There was a pack that opened easily. Who wants to join me live and co-host with me right now? Come on, don't be shy. Another really cool thing is that I can make a custom listing for someone in chat now. Like I can create a listing on the fly. Oh, Trader Blue, it's if you haven't been over here in 6 months, the entire thing is different now. Entire thing is different. There's so much cool stuff you can do now that's different. We got 26 people watching in here too. That's nice. How many people are co-watching Brandon's stream at the same time? Tell me if Brandon hits anything cool. Trader Blue, in just a few minutes, if somebody will wave yes, I will add them to the stream so you can see the co-streaming feature. Brian, you want to hop on for a minute? Who is not in their underwear and wants to join me on the stream to comment about Topps Holiday? Heck, who is in their underwear but knows how to keep the camera above the waist level? All right. So this is the halfway point of the break. And I happen to open my stack right to a gray. So Phillies, Bryson Stott. Sitting on a cruise ship with slow internet? That's I hope the cruise ship is wonderful. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in here while you're on a cruise. I would love to unplug. Otani, Blaze Alexander. Yeah, exactly. Junior Caminero with some cool socks, even if it's not a variation. Cody Bellinger. Is that hat a variation? What's going on there? Yeah, with the jingle bell coming from it. Yep, that's a variation. Not a jingle bell, Christmas ornament from it. Yep, the numbering on that one is different, so that's a variation. It's like 196 instead of 141 for the last three. Riley Green, Anthony Volpe. What do y'all think? Do you think the Yankees get back to it again this year? JT Realmuto, blue. Do you think they're able to re-sign the pieces that they need? Or do you think that was sort of a one and done? I'm not necessarily rooting for them. I mean, obviously I'm rooting for my Cubs. But it would be good for the hobby if Volpe, Soto, Judge continued to be stars. Pete Alonso Silver. I think that's a dupe. I think we hit 2 Pete Alonso Silvers. Ooh, this pack we just went into off-center land. There we go. Now it's back. So just half a pack. Kyle Schwarber for our ornament. Ornament relic for the Philadelphia Phillies. All right. So we are halfway through the break. That was box number 4. So nobody wants to join me live. Brian, you've got good opinions on these athletes. Join live and share your opinion. I want to show the co-streaming. Okay. Pug Monkey. As long as Soto stays in the AL, I'll be happy. Just keep him away from us. I don't. My Cubbies, they're not going to do shiz. All right, Brian, I'll stop pressuring you then. I understand. That is a fair excuse. Scotty, you got to tell Chris, it's so much fun. He could do the thing. He did the thing where he ran other people's auctions and it went really, really well just doing that. Well, how much fun would it be if they were like on with him? That would be so fun for those guys, I think. Yeah, I mean, what are they going to trade him for? A can of beans? More prospects? They're going to wait forever to bring up? Cubs, since the Ricketts family bought up all the land around Wrigley and developed it into that giant modern ballpark mall that it is, they don't need the team to win. They're making money hand over fist without spending money. I'm going to go all Bruce Hornsby on you here and say that's just the way it is. The Ricketts will never change. Ronald Acuna. These guys. Eloy, what are you up to? Goats, cards, breaks in the house. Look at there. Speaking of Juan Soto, there he is on the silver. Jackson Merrill, Jacob deGrom, Ellie De La Cruz. Francisco Lindor is wearing a Santa hat. So that looks like a parallel. So we can speed up a little if we found a parallel. Odds are very slim. We'll find a second one in the box, right? Of course, you know what they say about slim odds. Colt Keith on the blue. Love that for a Tigers fan, whoever got the Tigers in the rip. Bryce Harper on the silver. Oh, what do you know? What were we just saying? Look at those slim odds. Yeah, they bought everything. They own all of it. Have you been there in the last decade? It's completely changed. There's like 2 blocks of the city that feel like you're in a what's that thing? What are those things called? Hey, Shohei on the silver. Congrats, Brian. Feel like you're in a Westfield. And then Jose Ramirez for the Guardians. Congrats to the Guardians. Yeah, I hadn't been there in since like 2015, the National in 2015, and then I went back last year. I went to my first Cubs game and went to Wrigleyville for the first time in, that would have been 9 years. And it's crazy how much that exact area, not all of Wrigleyville, all of Wrigleyville is still charming, but that exact area, they've like redone all of it, and it's very more corporate, which I don't even have a problem with. I kind of would enjoy that, except that it also means, or it's just one more thing of like, they're not spending money on the team because they can make money hand over fist owning the Cubs. Oops. I am not good at this. There was a crack that was stuck in the bottom of that one. Sorry about that, guys. And gals. Not sure if any of the gals won spots tonight. So far, I've only seen... Thought I saw a Candy Cane Bryce bet. You may have. I'm sure I will catch them when I'm sorting after the fact, if any of them happen to have gotten missed in here also. All card ship. Probably silly to even say with a with a break like this. Can you imagine having a break like this and only hit ship? That'd be silly. Silly, funny. Seen worse, though. Oh, are you close to South Bend? The AAA team. AAA team is moving there? Like the Iowa Cubs are moving there? You know, would you believe all of these years that I've lived in Nebraska, the first 20 or so growing up, and then the 2 that I've been back after my 15-year detour in Los Angeles, I have never been to an Iowa Cubs game. Sounds like that's going to have to change in 2025 because time might be running out. That's really cool, Brian. You know, to be honest, here's another funny thing. I'm just going to sound like the grumpiest old man. I don't go to the Storm Chasers games here near us in Omaha, almost for the same reason. There's so much random money in Omaha because we have some really big corporations based here. So versus the size, it's actually on like usually the Forbes like top 10 lists of cities to live in or to move to for opportunity, because like PayPal is here. eBay has a big thing here. ConAgra, the Ricketts, what is that, Ameritrade? The Ricketts own. Yeah, so the Ricketts are actually from Omaha. Warren Buffett, Mutual of Omaha. Like, there's a whole bunch. There's some other like $1 billion company that is just a tech company that I don't even know what they do. Anyways, because of all that, they always have this, like, they just can make so much giant sponsorship money at the AAA, at the Storm Chasers, that I feel like they don't do anything to improve the experience because they're just like, they don't have to. Okay, well, here we go. So this is, I was going to complain that it was a dupe. We got Jose Ramirez, but look at that. That looks like a bat. That's pretty cool to see a bat relic instead of a napkin relic. Yeah, and now ironically, so the College World Series is played at a different stadium. It's not played where the Storm Chasers play. The College World Series is downtown. That is an awesome experience. Highly recommend. If you can ever make it to Omaha for the College World Series, it's a great trip. It's a great town for that. It's the games are downtown in a highly walkable area. Oh, here we go. There is a nice parallel. Elly De La Cruz with the Santa hat. Elly De La Cruz with the Santa hat. Congrats, Todd. Santa Elly. There we go. Yeah, I used to go to games at Rosenblatt too, which was nice. So they used to have the Rosenblatt was a stadium where out by the zoo. It's not quite downtown, although it's funny. It used to feel for so far away when I was a kid, and now that I'm an adult who lived in LA, I'm like, yeah, it's 7 minutes from downtown. Jackson Holiday silver. Congrats to the Orioles spot. But yeah, definitely recommend. So all of my grumpiness about the Storm Chasers, none of it is about the College World Series. Hey, for the Giants, got a blue foil Luis Matos rookie card. Congrats, Giants. Jacob deGrom. I actually asked a ball player who his comp was on Paul Skeens, as I'm trying to figure out the Skeens craziness in the hobby. And he said, probably deGrom is the closest thing we've seen. And I'm like, that's... If you have some Skeens and you don't personally collect him, I'd see what the market will give you for that. Yamamoto was a necklace there? Let me go back through that last stack. Shota, where was the Yama? Make sure I get that pulled out for Brian. If so, Masataka. Where's Yama? Oh, you're right. You are right. That one is thin. That one is not obvious. Congrats. Thanks for the call out before I moved on to the next box. Congrats, Brian. There you go. You know, I think I shared that one yesterday, and Brian was like, shh. And I love Brian so much as I didn't share it again. Let's just put it that way. So, Eloy, at least you know, at least I can vouch. Brian is a true blue Los Angeles Dodgers dude. Eloy, where are you based out of? Why do I feel like you're in the Pacific Northwest? Am I just, or Michigan? It's one of those two. Okay, you are in the Pacific Northwest. Okay, but you grew up in SoCal. Okay. All right, that explains it. Hey, speaking of which, Skeens, this guy's doing great. Great guy. Great cards. Okay, I'll be more careful with this box this time. Boom. Speaking of Wrigleyville in the Pacific Northwest and the Midwest, who is going to the National next year? I actually might try to make it to the Chicago Sports Spectacular show in the spring. as well as I'm very hopeful. Nationals in Chicago this year again, back in Rosemont, so I should be able to make it. Now, is it Yakima or Yakima? Yakima? Yakima. Yakima. Got it. Oh, Yak. Yakima. That's the most Midwest sounding Washington city that there is. I mean, there's, what do you got? Vancouver? That doesn't sound very Midwest. You got Seattle. You have to say Seattle for it to be Midwest. But Yakima. Yakima does it right there. Lots of apples and hops. Hoagies and grinders. Hoagies and grinders. All right. There we go. Another Ohtani. Muncy, Williams, C.J. Abrams, silver. Judge, Soto, Harper, Triolo. Jackson Holiday. Randy Arozarena as a Mariner. Pug, did you win the Mariners? Or did someone else win the Mariners? Navy Beans, Navy Beans. Target demographic hit. I love it. Thank you all for singing along. Oh, you got the Padres. Of course. Who got the Mariners? Someone got the Mariners. That's a silly thing to say. Of course someone got the Mariners. Oh, Santa hat Trey Turner for the Phillies. So Phillies have been having lots of nice little parallels and relic cards hit so far. Joe Ryan for the Twins. And San Francisco Giants rookie card relic, Jung Ho Lee. Congrats to the San Francisco Giants. Evan Carter rookie card, silver. And Corey Seager with the necklace. Texas Rangers Corey Seager, not Los Angeles Dodgers Corey Seager. Wasn't he on the Cubs for a minute too? No, I'm going crazy. Who was the Dodger that was on the Cubs for a minute? Dominguez. All right. Hey, wow, this is box number 7. We've only got one box left. We're getting there. We're getting there, everybody. Wow. The background highlighted so much, I thought that maybe that was something, but I don't think it is. Did we hit another Adolis Garcia ornament? 2 of the same freaking parallel in these boxes. Congrats to the Rangers. Yeah, 155 is the number. That's kind of strange. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. Michael, that's because you're on the co-stream. This is streaming on MidwestBoxBreaks.net. Head over to MidwestBoxBreaks.net and you'll see the 25 other people that we're talking to right now. Eloy, he can't see the comments, unfortunately, because YouTube is only a one-way street on the comments, so we can see their comments, but they can't see ours. But you are more than welcome, Michael. Come on over. Get $5 off your very first purchase with code District5 at checkout. There's some other breakers live right now that have more stuff than me. Although I should try to upsell something. What should I try to upsell? Let me put something on the stage. There you go. Who wants an Ellie De La Cruz? Hey, Phil, did you just join? Good to see you, Phil, if so. Or is that just a random... Was that a relic from when you joined earlier? There's a new thing they did that it's funny. Michael's like, you're not even going to respond. We totally responded. Jump on over. Michael's the one who's not going to respond. Come on, man. We want to see you. Is anybody watching on Instagram? No, actually, because I didn't connect to Instagram. That's my fault. Oh, Todd. Nice. Todd, I'll make sure that if there was any shipping charged on that purchase, that it gets removed, because that'll just go in your innuendo. No, innuendo? No. It'll go in your package here. But since it was in the main Midwest market, it might have charged you shipping. Since your other purchase was in the Reds district. Yeah, I wanted to have a second break that we could fill, like a flash break too. I just don't have any good product right now. After I blew through all that Logo Fractor, that's the last of it. I haven't bought anything new lately. I didn't buy any update Chrome. I guess I have a Sapphire box coming. That'll be something. Could be something. We'll see. But, oh, hey, Brian bought one too. Brian's looking ahead to the day that Ellie becomes a Dodger. Sorry, as a Cubs fan, I can say that. Every time I pull a Chris Bryant card, right? I'm like, I don't care. People say, like, well, look at what ended up happening. I'm like, I don't care. I still wish that had happened while he was on the Cubs. Wish that they had kept him as a Cub. Kept his legacy. There we go. Another dupe. We got a Trey Turner Santa hat number 2. Now, that is getting a little silly. So this is part of the collation issues probably that I've been hearing about. But at least the base, we've gone through the full spectrum of rookies a decent number of times, it seems. So everybody should be getting the cards that they want from their team. Riley Green. Now, it'd be cool as if they had parallels. Do they have parallels of the silver and the blues? Or do they have silvers and blues of the parallels? Hey, there we go. Not a dupe, but we got a Santa hat of Ohtani. Congrats. You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but now we've hit a Santa hat parallel of Ohtani for Brian, who bought an Elly De La Cruz card. And we hit a Santa hat of Elly De La Cruz for Todd, who had an Elly De La Cruz card. So, must be good luck in that. Just teasing. Only buy that card if you want it and you collect him or you prospect him. CJ Abrams silver again. Okay, last chance for one of those deep, hard to find autos. Can we pull it out? Adolis Garcia. The Rangers, the Adolis Garcia spot cleaned up when it came to parallels. 2 parallels, a blue foil. Also got the Wyatt Langford relic and the Wyatt Langford silver. Yordan Alvarez. Come on, let's get a little elf and an auto before the end of this box. Is that a third Christmas ornament, Adolis Garcia? Wow. Who had the Rangers? That is hilarious. I do apologize because Topps won't on behalf of the collation. But again, nice spread of all the base rookies, so that's good. And there was lots of spread of the rookies with hits and silvers and stuff. But that's just a little bit silly. 3 Adolis Garcias. Hey, and look at that. In the final hour, the Cubs get a hit. There you go, Shaw. Dansby Swanson. Little relic there for you. All right. Last of the last. Will we hit one more? Is there a little elf in here? Another Evan Carter silver rookie card. Jack Leiter. We are done. No Little Elf and no Auto. Sandberg, were you the Cubs? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Oh, man, what a hair day. It's because it was snowing out today. We were wearing a hat. Hey, thanks, everybody, for showing up. Thanks for showing out and having some fun. I will be working over the weekend to try to make sure that these get out on Monday. So keep an eye out for your notifications. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook, come to MidwestBoxBreaks.net and join the fun. There's more rips available now. Don't forget about Bat Flip's team rips in the team districts also. I believe it's Topps Chrome update. So if there's any one of ones you're still chasing, make sure that you bid in those auctions. Thanks, everybody.